Alright, I wanted to create a video for some really basic Reinhardt techniques. I was looking for another video online that already covers these, but I couldn't find a succinct one. Like, you have to watch like an 18-minute one to find them all, so I'm just going to cover these really quickly. So number one is Firestrike cancel kill. So when you swing, right, you normally swing like this. Is really slow, right? You swing and then you hit them, right, and then you gotta wait for it to come all the way back and so forth, and that's just really slow. So right here we're going to swing, and I instantly Firestrike cancel. So what happens is I don't have to wait for the backswing. I can immediately pop the Firestrike right away. So if I kill him regular, right, 1, 2, 3, versus if I do, and this is a 200 health bot by the way, 1, 2 Firestrike cancel right there, and it's a little faster than having to wait for the final swing of the hammer, and that's very important in killing someone who might be able to get away or get healed for that like last half second that you save here. Number two is I want to talk about the Firestrike cancel, same technique, but using it to try to farm ult charge or get extra damage when you're in poke wars. So this commonly happens against other brawl tanks like Ryan or Orisa, where you'll be at a corner swinging away like this, and then you'll like swing and you'll step away and you'll swing and you'll step away because of health or whatever the situation is. So in this situation, if I only get one swing in the Orisa, I want to do something like this, okay? Swing, Firestrike cancel, and I'm back around the corner. Obviously, this corner is not, like, I really want the Orisa to be a little closer. I can kind of move her. I can't really move her. But you kind of get the idea is, again, if I'm at this corner, right, I hit one swing, Firestrike, and I'm back around the corner like that. Versus just getting that one swing and stepping away. If you have Firestrike chargers, very important to do this technique on a regular basis. Next thing I want to talk about is the camera swing. So you notice right now I cannot hit this bot, right? I'm like just outside of the range to be able to hit the bot. If you swing your camera with, oh, I need to be a little closer. Yeah, if you swing your camera, there we go. Just want to test this. Not the most polished video, as you can see. Yeah, there you go. So right here, you can tell that I cannot swing and hit the bot straight on. But if I swing in the direction, you notice that I get the hit marker now. Okay, so we'll do it one more time. So I miss, right? But if I swing, I have to swing harder. Yep, there we go. If you really snap your crosshair to the side, you can get those hits. So again, cannot hit him, right? If I swing, you see that hit marker? Swing again, right? He's turned a little bit, but yeah, you see, again, very important. When people are just slightly out of range, try to do this instinctively. Like I do it basically all the time. I think pretty much all Ryan mains do this regularly, is to try to get that extra little distance to be able to hit them. It's because of the way the hitboxes work. You can try looking it up if you'd like, but the short answer is you swing with the crosshair. There's a little bit of timing to it. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm probably getting it. So again, it's like a feel thing, but something to think about. I haven't been playing Ryan a lot very recently. Probably maybe I will now that he's been buffed again, but just something to think about is to be aware this happens. So the next thing I want to talk about is shield hopping. So over here, I'm going to just hold shield. I'm going to walk forward, okay? So once I pass this line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 seconds to cover the whole gap. Now, let's imagine that I want to get down the length of this while getting attacked, but I want to do it faster. But I'm okay sacrificing some of my cover, but not all of my cover for the shield. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I got there pretty fast this time, about 4 seconds, and I had shield up for 50%-ish of the time. And of course, you can optimize this technique by holding shield even longer. And then you can have your, depending on how fast you want to be going, but you can basically move significantly faster in exchange for having, 75-80% shield uptime. Very important technique when you're trying to push space, right, is to do something like this. And of course, you'll get used to the muscle memory as you practice it more, to be able to close the gap on enemies. You can also do it backwards, right? You're like, oh, hey, I'm in trouble now, right? But I have to get out because if I stay, I'm going to die no matter what. That technique, super important. Next thing I want to cover is using spacebar, your jump, holding jump at the end of charges to get extra distance. So this is a regular charge. I'm not going to hit any buttons. I end just short of the stairwell. Stairs, not stairwell. So going back, I'll do it again. Push my back up against the railing. And now I'm just holding the jump key. You can hold at the end as well. You can hold the time, doesn't matter. So you notice I end up getting like basically 5 more meters of extra distance. This is, I think, important when you're coming out of spawn to just come back to the fight, but it can also be important to close the gap on an enemy who thinks that you're too far away, right? So I'm charging this guy. He's like, oh, maybe I can get away, right? Well, actually, that was enough. But you understand the general idea is that you can use it to get more distance, which can be surprising to the enemy. The next one, I think a lot of people wear this, but just third-person peeking. While you have shield up, you hold the attack key. So I can't attack normally, right? This is my attack regularly. When I hold shield, I cannot attack. I have to manually take the shield down to attack. So when shield's up, if I hold the attack key, I can now do third-person peeking, right? Where I can look all around. Now, at a minimum, this is useful for just looking around walls, right? So they don't actually necessarily know that I'm here, right? I can look and I can see them and they can't see me. Very, very helpful in that regard. It can be used to check the status of your backline. Like, oh, what's going on back here? Oh, my team's getting jumped. Oh, I should do something about that. But there's another technique here, which is third-person shatter. So shatter always goes in the direction you're looking, not your character, but your perspective. So normally if I shattered, it would go straight forward, correct? But if I do this, I look at the robot over there. So you see clearly my Rein's not facing that direction. I activate shatter, and you see it goes that way. And my Reinhardt turns, right? That's also a very useful technique to juke people who think, oh, there's no way that Rein's looking at me. I can pressure him, and then you shatter and kill him. Okay, hopefully that's helpful.